we'll gather around, feel the love come down. Blue elephant is strong, together we belong. In every comment bright, you lift me to new heights.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is in part of the fall collab with the Crafty YouTubers United. So I will link that link in the description box below so you guys can watch a bunch of talented artists do their fall creations and maybe give you some kind of inspiration to do something of your own. All right, so what we're going to do today is we are going to make some absolutely stunning fall coasters. Like, I am so in love with these. And the first thing I did was I mixed up some of my Let's Resin epoxy resin, and I am adding some Let's Resin gold interference powder in with them and using these gorgeous deep kind of square molds that I got. Now, we are going to kind of do something a little bit different in how we color our resin. And I have done it before with clear resin and alcohol inks, but I've never done it with like a color before. So I wanted to try it out and kind of see what effects I could get with it. And let me tell you, I am in love with this. Like, it turned out so cool. And I just had to share it with you guys because I thought it was pretty amazing myself. So I'm mixing this up really well, trying to get it as opaque as possible. And then we are going to set up our coasters. Now, for this, I have picked Cheap Art's Golden Alcohol Ink, and I'm just putting one drop in the center of each of these molds. And then we're going to pour our resin on top of it. Now, what this is going to do is you're going to get that kind of goldeny color, but it's only going to go on part of it, right? So I don't want to necessarily color my entire coaster this color, but this way I'm getting some really neat effects with it, and it's just going to kind of do its own thing. Now I am going to spread it out corner to corner, edge to edge, and then go all the way around to make sure that there are no bubbles stuck in those 90-degree angles, because we all know how much they love to get trapped there. And I'm going to add a little bit more as I need in each area, and depending on kind of where you want that color to go, you can kind of pour it in. If I wanted to move a little bit or wanted to spread out, I'd just pour it over top of it just to get it to push that little extra push, to get it to move. And then I'm gonna take, after I'm done kind of filling these up, only halfway, because we're gonna do something else with it here after these dry, but I'm gonna kind of just move that color around just a little bit more to get it to go a little bit farther into the actual mold itself, so it's not just in one corner. And that's it. Then we're just going to kind of let these do their thing. Now, you don't have to move it at all. You can use different colors if you want. You can do, whatever you want. It's just going to give that resin that you've already colored just some kind of added color that is going to almost fade into the color that you have, so it's not super harsh. You're not mixing up other resin to put it in there. It's not going to take over. It's just going to add some extra color and some pretty cool effects, if you ask me. All right, hit it with a heat gun. We let it dry. Now I've got these absolutely stunning fall rub-on stickers, and I don't know if you haven't tried one of these rub-on stickers, let me just tell you that you should consider trying out some. I have used all kinds of things in resin already, and I've used, the normal stickers. I've used the PET washi tape. I've used all kinds of things, but I'm going to tell you that you don't get the same effects with those that you do with these rub-on stickers. And I don't know what the difference is, but just the way that they come off on it and the look that they give, like, I really like these a lot. Like, a lot. It may be my new favorite thing to kind of put in there. I don't know. That it's something super special about them that regular stickers and the washi tapes and whatever, like, don't get me wrong, they have their place and I like them and they are beautiful, but there's just something extra about these that I really love. Now, I chose 4 of the rub-on stickers that I thought I wanted to use, and we're gonna just kind of put these in the middle. Now, these ones come off. I've used some other ones in the past here recently, and these ones actually, the adhesive on them is like crazy sticky. Like at first I was like, I am supposed to take these off, right? But to rub them, like I just had to go over it fairly lightly with my fingertip, and it came off onto my resin with no problems whatsoever. The other ones that I used with when I was doing the, oh, what was it? The little box mold, the sunflower box mold. I used a bunch of them, and you really had to like get a popsicle stick and like scrub those things on there. These ones, not so much. They go on super crazy easy. And do you see how beautiful they are? Like, absolutely stunning. Of course, me being me, I've got to struggle a little bit with this tape because I can never ever seem to get the backings off of anything sticker related very easily whatsoever. And then it was just a matter of kind of deciding where I wanted the sticker to kind of be placed on what part of the color, as so I wouldn't lose some of it, because there are a lot of those kind of golden colors in most of these. Now, the pumpkins that I did first, this little basket and the bigger basket right here that I'm doing, all flowed really, really nice together. But I really, really like this truck. And I thought that would be super cool. Like, I like it. I think it's pretty. But after kind of looking at the 3 that I chose already and put on, I feel like the truck didn't necessarily go with the look that these were giving me. So I did have second thoughts about it, and in the end, I decided that I'm going to pick something else to use. Maybe we'll come back to this at some point before the season is over and use it in something else, because I really truly do like it a lot, but I just didn't feel like it went with kind of the way everything else was going. So on that note, we're going to pick out this group of pumpkins and flowers, and we're going to use these. And then we're going to kind of get just a handful more, just to kind of place it so it's not just one sticker and, like a one and done type deal. I want to make them something very, very beautiful, very unique. And I mean, don't get me wrong, like, they are already gorgeous. Like, oh my God, so pretty. But I want to add just the tiniest bit more into this, just to give it that extra factor. So I'm going to pick out a couple of leaves and another pumpkin. And yes, I am super in love with this. And we're going to add those in, and then we're going to kind of get ready to add our top coat and tie these up. Now, I did choose this little bird because I have one bird on one of them that came like with it in the actual image itself, and I feel like it just needed one more on one of these other ones. And I played around with it, trying to figure out how the bird was gonna sit because of the way its feet were, and I decided that it would perch nicely on the pumpkins in the top corner, so we're gonna go with it there. And then just grab a couple leaves and a pumpkin and just add those on, just to give it a little bit more so it's not quite all like central looking, I guess. And then that's pretty much it. Like, they're really, really simple. Like, there's not a whole lot of, I don't want to say not a whole lot of time, because it did take me a long time to kind of figure out which stickers I want to use, what kind of look I want to go for, because they have all kinds of gorgeous stickers in there. There's all kinds of mushrooms, and there's pine cones, and there's the little like lanterns with flowers, and then you have a couple of the trucks in various positions with different stuff. You got butterflies, you got just everything. So it was really, really hard to pick which one that I wanted to use, because there's just so many. But that's great, because the pack was huge. I got a crap ton in there that I can probably use over the next couple of years and still not run out. So that's super awesome. And they weren't too terribly expensive either. I think I paid like 14 bucks for them. I don't know, something like that. I'll have them linked down below if anyone's interested. And I did find some really cool ones for Christmas too that I'm super excited about. I think we're going to do something really neat with that when it gets a little bit later on in the year. Now it's just kind of deciding where exactly I want to put these. I didn't necessarily want them all the same. I don't want all of the leaves necessarily going in the same direction. I want it to look kind of organic, but at the same time, out of the centerpiece. Like, I don't want everything centered. I want it to kind of fill up more of the mold, I guess, with the image. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put these on, and as I do this and finish this up before we get to the next part, I just want to talk to you guys again about the collab. There are a lot. I think last count that I read in my Discord group, it was like 30 something artists were participating, and there was still more to come. So I'm sure it's going to be a huge collab. So make sure you guys check it out. Just take the day, chill out, relax, grab a cup of coffee and a snack, and just watch all of these amazing artists do all their creations. I know I'm going to be watching it because what better way to get inspired? It doesn't even necessarily have to be the same thing. I've watched somebody, it was like one of those Dollar Tree hack videos or something like that, where they were doing some kind of video, some kind of crafty thing out of Dollar Tree stuff. And it wasn't resin related whatsoever, but whatever the idea was, gave me an idea that I could transfer into what I do. So you can find, no matter what the craft is, it may be not even be what you do. You can find something that's going to inspire you that you can bring along and, kind of tie it into what it is that you do. Or it may be just strike a chord and be like, oh, wow, hey, they did that, but what if I did this and just change this factor or whatever? Okay, now back to the video since I'm done and all I'm doing right now is rambling. So I decided that I want to kind of border these out a little bit. So I got some green glass glitter, and I'm just kind of, right now, just kind of plopping it on there. I will position it more when I get my actual resin in there, and it's just setting off to the side, kind of degassing. And I did add just the tiniest bit of Rolio Pearl White for that super sparkle in there, just to kind of, I don't want to overdo it, just tiny of bits, just to kind of add that little bit of shimmer to it. And went along the outside. Now I'm going to go ahead and start putting my resin in here, and I'm just pouring a little bit right now just to get it in there, get it to start moving to the edge so that I have enough space in here to kind of move this glass around to however I feel I want it to be. I don't necessarily want it to be completely up against the side of the mold. I want it to come out a little bit, but I don't want it to cover my stickers and any of that. Like, I just want a really nice border, something simple but just a little bit elegant, and just to kind of, finish these off a little bit, pull out some of the green that's going on in these stickers. I could have gone gold, or I could have gone like a champagne color or something like that, but it would have been a lot, almost too much of the same kind of colors, I think. So I think this green just kind of just adds that just that extra something about it that just, it just finishes off beautifully. And I really like these, like, a lot. Like, you don't even know. Like, this is probably my most favorite make that I've made here in a minute. Like, I'm really excited about these and how they turned out. And of course, and me being me, I didn't quite mix up enough. These coasters, they look like it wasn't going to take much more. Like, I was there, but I had to make up like another 2 ounces to kind of top them off and finish them out. And then we're just gonna finish these off, fill them to the top so they're nice and domed, and hopefully I don't overfill again. And then we're gonna hit it with a heat gun real quick and let these babies cure for 24 hours. Now, obviously, there's no like super crazy reveal in these because we're pretty much looking at them, but it is going to be about seeing if I don't make the same mistake that I made last time. But I think today I'm gonna let them sit on my desk and I'm not gonna move them. We're just gonna go with it because I like these so much and I don't want to take the chance of messing them up whatsoever. Hit it with the heat gun one last time to pop any bubbles and that's it. Okay, so 24 hours later and it is time to demold these. Now, this one, of course, the first one that I picked, I don't know what happened, but it did go over a tiny bit on the like edge of the mold. So I am going to have to clean that off with, I guess, my deburring tool just to kind of straighten it off. And I really hate when that happens. Like, I really hate it. But all in all, like, I really, really like these a lot. They, they are just so gorgeous. I just like I don't know. I don't know. Like I like them. I truly do. I love how the alcohol ink just kind of adds that organic color, that it's not all the same color. It's kind of faded, kind of muted, kind of just all of the things, and it just blends out beautifully. And then the the stickers on there and the glass, like it's just chef's kiss. Like it's so gorgeous. So we're going to clean this up and then that's it. Like that's a wrap on this one, guys. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Don't forget, check out the playlist that is linked below. I will see you guys on Tuesday in the next one. Love ya. Bye.
Is strong. Together we belong. In every comment, right? You lift me to new heights. Your support, it's clear, gives me reason to cheer.